Hi everyone, welcome back into Dillon's Den. It's been a while. I have had some busy couple of months, so hence why there's been no videos posted online in the past month or so. But yeah, you will be in store for a lot of videos heading your way very soon. I'm going to do them weekly, various builds. But for today, we are going to be continuing our Eleanor Mustang build from Gone in 60 Seconds, issues 3 and 4. Okay guys, let's crack issue 3 open, and these are our parts. Now we're just going to get this part, which is O3H, and we're going to marry that up with O3E, and they are just going to slot together into these two holes here, just like so. And once we've got that lined up, we are going to flip it 180. I'm going to secure that with two DS02 screws. So this is going into metal, so get that 3-in-1 oil at the ready, and a decent set of screwdrivers. And we're going to dip it in the oil and we're going to secure that together. Yeah, so in this part of the issue we are doing the air filter, the carburetor and the cylinder head. So this is going to start taking shape, and this is going to be like the top part of the engine when it's done. So it's one of the most detailedest parts in the car. So yeah, once we've got them screwed on and that is in position, we are going to do the same with the opposite side, which is O3F, and that's exactly the same. We're just going to pop that together into the two holes and secure it with two more DS02 screws. And you might need a bit of a longer screwdriver because mine was a bit fat, and then two long protruding supports, if you will, were just getting in my way. So I've used the long one they've actually supplied, and it's worked pretty well. So here is the second side, and again this is O3F. Line it up, and two DS02 screws in this side as well. So just remember with these, slow and steady. There's no rush. You'd rather take your time and get it right rather than rush it and mess it up. So that's screw number 1. And screw number 2. Yes, so other builds we've got going in at Dillon's Den at the minute. I've completed the Iron Man Mark III from Fanhome. That's fully complete. I've just ordered a case actually for that, which is going to be for the damaged armour to go in. So if any of you have got the damaged armour and wondering how to store it, stay tuned because that video will be on very shortly. And when you've done that, it will look like this. So next up, we need 3G, which is this oil filter cap. And that is just going to slide on this section here. And that is literally just like a pin where we're just going to push in together. I'm just making sure, yeah, there we go. So it's like a round shape with a flat edge, so it only goes in one way. So slide that in there, push it in. Mine's going in pretty well. I should imagine if you wanted to, you could probably put a bit of glue in that. I'm choosing not to, it's pretty snug. Okay, so we're going to pop that to one side, and we are going to start on the air filter. So we need this section here, what's got the Eleanor branding on, and we need O3C, which is this strip. It's like a metal mesh, and we need to best we can, shape this into this groove. It did take me quite a while because it is a little bit fiddly. It does keep popping in and out, but when you eventually get it into position, it will start to look like this. Now, just having a bit of trouble with this final bend. And once we've done that, it will look like this. Now, the bottom end, we're just going to line the holes up, just like this, and it's got another groove all around the edge for that mesh, just to sit in. Click that into position, and we're going to secure it, when we do get it lined up, with 2 PS05 screws. So try and put the pressure in the middle where the 2 holes meet. Try to avoid pushing it around the edges because it will like wobble a bit and go out of line. So make sure you put all that pressure on the middle, and then when we do start to fix this together, obviously the screws will take over and keep it into position. Okay, so other builds in Dillon's Den whilst I'm doing that. We've got the gauntlet, which you've probably seen in the intro. We're coming to the end of that now, and I've got 2 more videos to post online as well, so you'll see them very shortly. We've got the R2 unit, the Millennium Falcon, the DeLorean, the Ecto 1, Robocop, the 1966 Batmobile, and we've got the Bat Tumbler build as well. And we will be doing the Darth Vader build when that comes out as well. So, when we've done that, this is what it looks like. So, I'm just going to pop that to one side. And we're going to bring over this cylinder head over here, and we're going to get R3D, there's 2 of them, and we're going to line these up in the middle of this unit. There is 2 pins, and they should just line up with the 2 holes on the main unit. Just make sure it only goes in one way. I've done that before with the Ecto, where I've put the wrong bulb in the wrong the wrong place, and yeah, managed to fix it, but yeah, always double check before you fix these in. You just make your job hard work otherwise. So here we go. There's 1 and there's 2. Yeah. And then we're gonna get the air filter we've just done and place that on top. Flip it 180. I'm going to secure it with 2 PS05 screws, and that will hold all them 4 pieces together. So you want it pretty snug, just so that air filter doesn't wobble around on top. You want that nice and sturdy. And once you've tightened that, that is stage 3 complete. There, give it a little test, and there we go. Looks absolutely beautiful. So let's get on with stage 4. Alright guys, stage 4. Look at this. We've got the bonnet. Look at the paintwork on that. Absolutely stunning. And we do have some of the grills. We've got some cabling here, which I'm guessing is for the light. And we've got 2 headlights here. And some more fixings. And we do have the upper grill and the lower grill. So I'm guessing we will need the bumper section, which we started in the previous issue. So we'll get all that out, put it to one side, and bring this back over. Look at that. So first thing I'm going to do is take 4C, which is the larger grill. But first let's get some screws ready. So we do need the DS03 screws. So get that oil at the ready again. We are going into metal and take the larger grill section, and we're going to line this up from on the back end, and it should just slot very nicely in. And we're going to secure it, like I said, with 2 DS03 screws. This bit was fairly easy. Like I said, it lines up ever so beautifully. It really does. And it's just a screw either side. Oh, this is one of my favourite all-time cars. If I won lottery, this would be the first car on my list. It really would. So whilst I'm doing that, other bulls in Dillon's den. So we do have some collections as well, which I'll do some videos on. So we've got some Corgi James Bond collections. We've got the Marvel Museum collection and the Marvel figurine collection. I think the Marvel figurine collection's coming to the end. I've only got like 14 more to get. So I will start showing them off on a video, going into detail about each one. But yeah, to join the Corgi ones, I will be doing the James Bond cars from Agola models. I've not started them yet. I've had that much stuff with Fanhome. Funds haven't been available just yet. But like I said, R2-D2, the Bat Tumbler, the Gauntlet, it'll be finishing very soon. So I will be signing up to the DB5. That is the very first one I'll be doing. And then I'll move on to the Lotus and so on. So if you're a Bond fan, stay tuned, because there's going to be a lot of Bond content coming to this channel. So once you've done that, just give it a little wobble test. And we're just going to make sure it is in there nice and snug. Last thing you want is for this to be all loose. Like I said, it is going to be on shore all the time. And this part, looking at it, is going to get boxed in at some point, especially when the engine gets put in and everything else. So my advice would be to take your time, get it nice and tight. Also, don't do it too tight so you break it, but just enough to also hold it into position. So yeah, I don't mind this screwdriver set. For some reason, recently, the magnetic feel has gone on some of them, but there's various parts on there, and it's a very comfortable screwdriver to use. So if anyone is interested, drop me a link. Just drop me a comment, and I will happily post a link on this video. And I think I had a bit of a dodgy screw in this one, if I remember. It wouldn't nip that corner up. There we go. Yeah, Craig's magic touch. I did it. Come on. I think that was the longest screw ever, that. So next section, we're gonna pop these 2 headlights in. These are for the middle section, just in front of the lower bumper. So when we get these in, you're best off going from the front end of the car, and there's a little slit. You just slide that through, and we're going to secure that together with a DS or 2 screw. Just like that. And there you go, there's that slit. So we're going to do the same at the other side. And same again, just make sure it's not wobbling around. It is only secured in by 1 screw. So you want it pretty tight, just so it's not moving left to right. Once you're happy with that, load up another DSR2 screw, and we're going to get this second one into place. So we're just going to slide that in there and secure it in. Okay then, so I'm just going to nip that up one last time, and it should look something like this. Look at that, coming together now, loving it. So next up, we are going to take one of these cables, and there is 2 LEDs attached to this. So one is for this top corner light here, which is O1B, and the other one is for one of the lower ones which we've just installed. We're just going to pop them into position. Then once they're in, we just need to bend these round a little bit, just to kind of follow the shape of this bumper, and it's not going to get in the way in the future when we install future components to this. So before we bend it, I'll just stick the other one in, because that would be the easy bit. So there's one. And 2. So make sure you put a finger either side of these lights. You don't want to push on from the back and end up snapping the light. So make sure you're supporting it from the front end as well. And once they're in, it will look like this. So let's bend these round, get these into position. And once you've done that, we're going to put the lower grill on, and we're going to secure it with 2 DS or 2 screws. Now, it will be slightly raised on the bottom edge where obviously this cable is going through, but once it's been done, you can't tell it's there, to be honest with you. So there is 1 screw, and we'll do the same on the other side as well. And same as the top one, just make sure it is nice and snug. It is going to be on display, so I'll say you don't want it loose and looking crap. You want it to look really good, so get it nice and snug. Just take that bit of extra time, and it should look like this. And there you go. You can't see any gap there now, and that is that done. And the bonnet, we're just going to leave to one side. Well, because I really can't wait to get more of this build done. It is looking fantastic. That bonnet is just absolutely beautiful. The paintwork on it, the detail. I cannot wait to get more packages of this and get it up on display. It's going to be absolutely epic. But anyway, if you guys have enjoyed this video, it's been help to you, or you want to see more content like this, please remember to like, share and subscribe. For now, see you soon.